on the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollock.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Shoots it to the left. And his throw is incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
The Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Reads it, fires complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Now on second down and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Wants to go up top. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions are not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to throw. It's Collins. On the move at the 30. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The ball's free. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
He wants to throw here on second down. He's got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Acho. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. 2nd and 2, and 4 receivers spread all over the field. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Acho. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Rebels are on the move. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On second down, wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide.
And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense working from the pistol. Back to pass, it's Collins. He'll throw it. He's got him this time. They get him down after he makes the catch. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Running wide open down the gun of the field. Touchdown, LSU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind, you'd love it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. Quarterback empties his backfield. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Scanning the field, it's Collins. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Offense getting set for 1st down. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Going downfield for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for space. It's Dura. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Takes it on the return. Oh, the ball's out on the return. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They want to just keep throwing it. Gonna let it fly. Grabs it inside the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. These red zone trips, red has been stopped. They've got nothing in 3 previous tries. Wide out in motion. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in...
What is good?
So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Quarterback checking off. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Coming after it. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. After the filthy move, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Between the uprights, it's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe...
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to let it go. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback moving. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's loose. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it first and 10 now inside the 50. The give as they work on that clock. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. The running back has it. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run. Shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
That is how you rise to the occasion late in the game. Your defense had to come up big, had to get the offense the football back. They're trailing by a little bit now. Let's go make this thing even more special.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. To throw, it's Collins. On the run, still looking.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the 4th quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Fires to the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that with Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. You know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Looking to throw it again. Going over the top. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Finds his man. It's Watkins. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Might be looking to run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here we go. Slams ahead. Touchdown LSU! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Got a little room. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires toward the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalry.